Meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. A 40-50% coverage of showers and thunderstorms today and tonight. Partly to mostly sunny during the day, partly cloudy tonight. 93 for the high, 73 for the low. A chance of more showers and thunderstorms Wednesday night, and Thursday. It'll be partly to mostly cloudy through the period. Highs Wednesday and Thursday, generally in the mid to upper 80s. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. President Trump says anyone doing business with Iran will no longer be permitted to trade with the US. Russia is warning the admission of Georgia to NATO could trigger terrible conflict. Germany's considering tightening rules on foreign investment to give the government more power over if an investment's considered a risk to public order and safety. And Indian legislators have voted to pass a bill that prescribes the death penalty for those convicted of raping girls below the age of 12.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Colby Jones, and my very special guests today are members from the organization Men on a Mission, Mr. Colby Parker and Mr. Leo Glover. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about an initiative that the Men on a Mission are hosting, and then we're going to also discuss some program updates. So I hope you are tuned in and ready to take notes. All right, so first let's get into your earbud drive. Of course, when I first heard it, I was a little slow, but I get it now. But explain to the listeners and viewers exactly what that is.
All right, Ms. Corbella, I want to say thank you for having us on there.
Thanks.
But our back-to-school earbud drive, we wanted to do school supplies for the kids that we work with,
Okay.
and the kids in Northeast Arkansas as a whole. And instead of doing the traditional school supplies, papers, pens, things like that, we wanted to do something that a lot of people aren't doing. And so just thought about where there was a need, and one of our board members came up with the idea of providing earbuds to the students so that they can use during class time. And so that's why we started our earbud drive.
Okay, and I guess I'm so far out of the loop because my child is way out of past the school age, but I never knew that this was a thing, like a necessity.
Yes, ma'am.
So it kind of explain a little bit more what they use the earbuds for and why it's important.
Okay. A lot of students use their earbuds for, when they're using their computer during class.
Okay.
A lot of the work that they do now is on the computer. They're using tablets, things like that.
Okay.
And so with everybody doing that in the classroom, if everybody has their volume all the way turned up, then it's going to disturb other people. And so that way you have your earbuds that you plug in, and nobody can hear what you're listening to. It won't affect anybody else. And for some people, it gives them the ability to be able to concentrate more because they're hearing it directly. So.
Okay, so they're able to block out everything else that's going on and focus on whatever only focus on what they're working on.
Right, that's right.
And also, during downtime, teachers now, I'm hearing that they're allowing the kids to play music on their tablets or their phones and stuff like that. Yeah, just to kind of relax things and make it very comfortable for the students. So of course, the earbuds will come in at that time and be appropriate use.
Okay, and then let's talk about. I'm not a germaphobe, but for sanitation purposes, we don't want the kids sharing earbuds either.
No. Each student will get their own set of earbuds, and then if it's a situation where the students have to borrow one from the teacher or something, I'm sure the teacher sanitizes. I've seen some, but I'm sure there's some that don't.
oh, Lord.
But they should.
Okay. All right, so which schools will you all be distributing these earbuds to?
As of right now, we're just trying to see where the need is.
Okay.
I know we're focusing on Northeast Arkansas, primarily Jonesboro.
Okay.
And when I say Jonesboro, I'm not just saying Jonesboro School District, but like Jonesboro, Nettleton, Valley View, West Side.
Yes, we have
schools.
a bunch of school districts.
Yeah, we do. And so depending on how many we get, that'll determine how they distribute it. But the more we get, the better off we'll be.
Okay. And now this is something that, even though the drive is going on, it's from August 6th through to 10th, because school actually starts, next Monday? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you all would like to have the supplies collected so that you can distribute them to whatever schools before Monday? Or when will you actually deliver?
We're planning on, if we can get everything lined out and squared away by Monday, then we'll try to distribute them sometime next week.
Okay.
It just depends on, like I said, the schools and when they allow us to come in and drop them off. But that's our goal, is to have them distributed by next week.
And earbuds are fairly inexpensive. You might could find some for $1, less than $5. This can be an ongoing effort for the community to pitch in and help the schools out, and help the parents who have to already spend on other supplies,
right.
Clothes and shoes and whatever else.
Yeah, it can get expensive.
Yes, sir. And you all have children, so I'm sure you know
yes, ma'am.
all too well. All right, so again, and KLK is serving as a drop-off spot.
Yes, ma'am.
And so on Wednesday, there will be someone here all day. Brother Cobbs will be doing Victory Praise Gospel. The station manager will be in and out. I'll be here for a little while. So if anyone would like to drop off some earbuds, if you're in the neighborhood of 1411 Franklin Street, please stop by the KLK Studios. We'll be happy to collect those for you and get them to Mr. Colby and Mr. Leo and the other members of Men on a Mission. So I'm happy that you all have stepped up to help to do something for the students and the families of this community.
Sure.
All right, so also with Men on a Mission, for those who may not know, it's been a while since you've been here.
Yes,
you are a mentoring program, but you do so much more. So please tell the listeners and viewers a little more about Men on a Mission.
All right. Well, Men on a Mission is a faith-based organization, and we focus on community enrichment and development.
Okay.
And we do that by promoting stewardship, education, and serving the community. And so originally we started out doing community service. We started doing Thanksgiving baskets, Secret Santa for kids in the community. And then it kind of led to us doing more, because that was our goal initially, but we started out doing those things.
Okay.
And so eventually we went to mentoring. And so we've been doing mentoring for the past 4, almost 5 years.
Okay.
And we've had a lot of great success with that. Still need mentors, but we know that there's a need for that. And we see firsthand the benefits of an effective mentor, and how it can make a difference in a child's life. And we also, like I said, we focus on enrichment and development. And so by enrichment, what we mean is if there's programs that are in the community, we figure out ways to try to make them better, try to figure out how we can serve and work together, and so that we're not all doing the same thing and at the same location. Okay. And so with development, like I said, that would be the mentoring program and things like that. So with as far as enrichment goes, one of the things that we both were involved in is youth football. We've been coaching youth football, ages kindergarten through 6th grade, for the past 3-4 years or so. Yep. And originally, that's how me and Leo got connected. We were coaching against each other, and just to be honest, when I first met him, I didn't like him because he's kind of arrogant and kind of cocky. But I saw,
he's honest.
I saw that he had a heart for serving and that he cared about the kids, and so we made the connection to try to figure out how we can work to make the youth program a little bit better, and so that's how we got involved with Men on a Mission and the youth football tied together.
That is awesome. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're speaking with Mr. Colby Parker and Mr. Leo Glover. I want to say good morning to those that are watching our Facebook live stream. Miss Chelsea Chapman, Anthony Johnson, Miss Billy Hill, Kaylee Roman, and Marsha Phillips. Thank you all for tuning in. Please share this information with everyone you know so that they can support Men on a Mission in their effort to collect earbuds for the students for I want to say all the schools. We want to really show out for our kids this year. Let them know that we love them, and school is hard, and any little thing that we can do as the elders of this community to alleviate the pressure. Let's do it, you all. Let's support our kids and lift them up as they go. Get ready to start the school year. Let's talk about the football program a little bit. I remember, I want to say back in the spring, leading up to the summer, you all had some football camps. So tell us more about what went down and what you have coming up.
Well, with the football, basically, we're traveling football. We do what they call AAU football, as he indicated, ages 6 through 12, or basically from kindergarten to 6th grade. And we're just using that as a tool to not only to provide opportunities for the kids to just have activities outside of just hanging on the corner and stuff like that, but in football, of course, you have structure, you have team building. There are a lot of concepts that come into play when it comes to playing football. And as he spoke about development, what we really want to do, and we have a mission going forward, or a vision going forward, where we want to take this thing beyond just the kindergarten through 6th grade age group or grades, where we are actually communicating and working with the kids throughout their school life, okay? And we eventually want to get to the point where we're able to, as I talked to Colby about over the summertime, is get to a point where we're saying we are going to guarantee that we can get your kid into a D1 or a college or university on a some kind of scholarship. Now, we're not there yet, but through the participation with other families and through the coaching, and as we continue this program, we want to move towards that mark, so that we're with the kids not only during the early years, but we're continuing to work with them, because we often see where after 6th or 7th grade, a lot of the interest for the sports are kind of falling off with the kids, or they become entangled in other things in the society, sometimes negative, unfortunately. So we want to make sure that we continue to push them in the right direction and use sports as an avenue, not only to just say, hey, I want to go to the NFL or anything like that, but there are a lot of other opportunities that come from sports, whether it be coaching, just working in the community like we're doing with mentoring, physical therapy. It's just so many different avenues with that. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking forward to.
That's really awesome. I want to say good morning to Mrs. Glover, Mrs. Tamara Glover, who is the
wifey.
She's the reigning Mrs. Arkansas United States. Hey, queen. Also, good morning to Rebecca Evans. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. I hope that you all are making plans to go out and buy some earbuds today, and so you can support Men on a Mission with our efforts to supply the children in the various schools around Jonesboro, not just Jonesboro Public Schools, but all the schools, Nettleton, Valley View, Westside, and hopefully beyond as supplies grow. But speaking back, going back to the football aspect, I'm not a sports person at all. I mean, I'll watch some things, but like technical terms and all that, no. But as you were speaking about what benefits come out of being a part of a team and playing organized sports, is more than just carrying a ball, running down the field, making field goal, touchdown.
So making a field goal.
Yeah.
They can make a field goal.
Yeah, they can do that
right.
too.
Yeah.
Making a touchdown.
Yes.
There's a discipline that comes along with that. There's some self awareness that comes along.
Definitely.
And I'm sure coaches and players butt heads at times, but there's some personal growth that also comes out of that as well.
I just want to speak on that briefly. Actually, I had a talk with the parents on one of my teams just the other day, where one of the kids, he basically walked up to me and was like, Coach, I want to quit because it's too hard. And I was like, no, you can't quit, man. And pretty much the message that I'm telling the parents is that you don't want to send that message or teach that lesson early in life, where that when something becomes hard or difficult, then it's okay to give up. And oftentimes we see that, especially in our community, whether it be not with just sports, but in academics. some things just like reading and stuff like that. Kids like, it's just too hard, and they never really put forth the effort to learn. And then unfortunately, in many cases, the parents, they don't really just like push them towards actually achieving in those certain areas. They like, well, it's just too hard for them, and I don't buy into that. I believe that if we give forth the effort and we continue to practice on whatever it may be, that we can become efficient in doing those things. So yeah.
So do you all ever with your mentoring program, with the football program, and other things that you all do you ever have a talk with just the parents away from the kids to try to encourage them to, I don't want to say push, but nudge, encourage the kids to continue on with whatever you have to offer them?
Right. That's something that we're working towards.
Okay.
We've tried it in the past. Didn't really get a whole lot of support. But that's something that we want to do, because we know that they're gonna spend some time with us, but then they also have to go back home.
Yeah. And
so if home life is messed up, is no matter how good things are outside, when you go home, you're gonna still feel that. Yeah. And so our goal, this is our overall goal with Men on a Mission. We want to be able to connect all of the programs that we do to make the community better. Okay. So when you talk about mentoring and you talk about football, they're kind of one and the same, because in football we are able to mentor them. Like he said, football is just an avenue to connect with them, and so but we're able to mentor them and to walk with them through life, and just teach them basic life skills, like he said, like self-discipline, determination, teamwork, leadership, things like that. And so when you think about it, like I said, it all ties together. And that's our overall goal, is to make an impact on the community through all the programs that we do, starting, primarily with the men, us being the leaders, and then working with the children, and then eventually with the families, because that's the overall makeup of the community, the families.
Yeah, and I would just like to speak on that briefly. As Mr. Parker indicated, we've attempted to do some things in the past, and they really didn't just pan over too good. And we're going to continue to push those efforts. But while I'm here on the radio and I have the voice of so many people, I do want to encourage our parents that if your child is participating in anything, extracurricular, whatever, let's do a better job of supporting them, because I also do basketball, and I'm also a licensed professional counselor here in the community. So, I have an opportunity to actually see what's going on in a lot of these instances. And I've been using the word unfortunate a lot, and it actually does seem unfortunate, but it's not a lot of support going on. So if you are one of those parents that are supporting, kudos to you, big ups to you. We shout you out. But if you're one that is not, kind of just take that look in the mirror and really recognize that you are the primary person that your child is looking towards when it comes to developing personalities and things like that. And we need that support. We really need that support for all our kids, no matter what sport, extracurricular activity, if you're on a chess team, whatever it may be. Support your kids, and do more than just drop them off at practice or just give them some money to go to the game or whatever. They actually need that emotional support. And I just really want to encourage all of our parents, and not just the parents, the cousins, the uncles, the aunties, everybody in the family, the community, the community, to come out and be more supportive of these initiatives that we have going on.
I would love to see our communities, get back to that it takes a village mentality. We need to stop being afraid of other people's children, and parents, stop telling your children that no one else can tell them. It's not about telling them what to do and discipline them in a physical manner, but just giving them guidance and correction, and helping them out on their life path. I want to see us get back to that. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna get off my.
Well, you're right. You're definitely right. I definitely think that you're on the right path when you say that. And when you just spoke on how parents kind of tell kids, well, don't let nobody else tell you anything or stuff like that, that's really, how we say, counterproductive. Okay. If we're going to push this thing back in the right direction, where we have a strong African American community and just community as a whole, I think what you said is right on point. We need to get that it takes a village type of mentality let's be a little bit more willing for positive people, okay,
Yes.
to chime into the lives of our kids. And, you know, if we just stuck in the house watching TV all day and we're not really recognizing who our kids are coming into contact with, it's going to be hard for us to differentiate who they should and should not be involved with. So that once again, that just goes back into supporting. Come on out, see who we are, see what we're doing, and you'll understand that we're all positive men. Like we said, we're the men on a mission.
All right.
And I think that we'll be able to help out a whole lot.
All right, so if you would like to learn more about Men on a Mission, you know, we have Mr. Colby Parker here, Mr. Leo Glover. Who are some other men that are on the team? Your team?
Jonathan Martin, he's our program director for our mentoring program. Andre McCrae, he's our program director for the NEA Athletics. And, you know, we have several other board members that are actively involved, some men, some women.
Okay.
But, you know, overall, we have a great team. We have a great support system. And I believe we have, you know, what it takes for us to be successful. And we just have to continue to put in the work and, you know, continue to grind day after day and know that some days are going to be better than others. But overall, we're doing this because we feel like God has called us to. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, we know that if he's called us to do that, then he's going to equip us and, you know, he's going to guide us and direct us. And so that's where we are, you know, what we're doing.
And you also need the support of the community as well. I would love to see more men. And I'm not trying to throw shade at any of the other men that may have a desire to, but just don't have the time or whatever else, whatever else may be holding them back. However, the men that are available, please step up and consider working with these young men, helping them achieve their mission and goals to reach all the young men of our community. We have to start somewhere. And again, it takes a village, so we gotta get back to taking care of us. I can thank you all now for coming. So tell everyone how they can, if someone's interested in volunteering, how they can get in touch with you all.
Well, we're on all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we also have a website. The website is menonamission.org, menonamission.org, .squarespace.com.
Amen.
And if you want to call us, you can call us, area code 501-404-8636, or you can email us at menonamission@gmail.com.
All right, so if you go on Kaylee K's Instagram, Facebook, and our website, we also have some information posted about Men on a Mission, so please go check that out. It's www.kayleekfm.org. And any organization out there, if you have contact information, send it to us. But please consider going to pick up some earbuds for the babies. I call them babies.
Yes.
That are going back to school. And you can drop them off at the studio. Again, tomorrow I'll be here about 8:30. Someone will be here up until 7 p.m. On Wednesday. Kaylee K, 1411 Franklin Street. Directly across the street from Brown's graduation. So come see us and drop off the earbuds. And you have some other locations?
Yes, ma'am. We have another drop-off location at Play It Again Sports.
Okay.
It's across from the mall, right next to the Cricket cell phone store.
On Highland.
On Highland, yeah. And we have some other people in the community that have private businesses that they're doing, you know, within their office.
That's awesome.
They're doing a drive there as well. So.
All right, so if you have a few extra dollars, go pick up some earbuds and drop them off to either us at Kaylee K, Play It Again Sports, or if you know someone that's involved with Men on a Mission, give it to them directly. We want to make sure these kids have a really great school year. I know there's more back to school drives coming up this weekend. Let's support everyone that's doing something for the community to help our children. Thank you, gentlemen, for giving me your time this morning.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. We appreciate you guys.
All right, so anything else y'all have coming up? Any final words in these last 20 seconds?
We just want to say thank you, like I said, for having us on here. Thank you for allowing us to just be able to talk about what we're doing, talk about our passions, and just spread the overall vision of Men on a Mission and what we want to do.
All right, 10 seconds, Mr. Glover.
Oh, well, I guess real quick, shameless plug, as they say. We will be having a football jamboree on the 25th.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council,